Hi everybody, this is Pixie Willows in Final Fantasy XIV. In this episode or video, I'm going to show you getting your new adventurer gear, where you go, who you see, how you do it, kind of, and I'll show you the stats before and after getting the new adventurer gear. Here's the stats before. This is what she looks like. This is her outfits. You'll see her intelligence is 62. Mind, I think it looked like it was 65. And this is after. I went through, and the smith is a person that you see. Where I'm actually jumping way far ahead here in the video, but I'm going to also take you and show you how to be able to dye your clothes now and to be able to glamour your gear to look like other things. We're going to make sure, you'll see I checked and made sure I had orange juice, and we're going to go to Luminsa Lower Decks. So no matter where you're at in the game after you've become the ambassador or whatever, envoy for the area you started, then make sure you have orange juice and then go to Limsa. Initially, I couldn't recall if it was this person or the next person I'm going to take a quest from that tells you that there's some crazy person and that you have to go help them out, and it's the esthetician who actually does your hair, makeup, tattoos, that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you who you see here also, because it is in Limsa as well. So that's where we're headed right now. We took the quest for the person who cuts your hair, the esthetician, and this is the quest. That's who you go see. They tell you what you do. You cast doubt on him, basically telling him you doubt his word because he's acting crazy. And then he basically tells you, oh my goodness, I lost all my tools, blah, blah, blah. You'll read it. And then you start the quest for that, and you'll see beauty is only scalp deep, I believe. And you have to go to the 3 different areas. Limsa, Gradania, and Ulda, and get specific tools for them. So while I am starting that, and I'm also going to take you down to the crystal that you need to go to, or actually the area that you need to go to catch a ferry when you're in Limsa to get to where you would go for the dyes and the glamours. See, we went back to the lower decks. We went to the Arcanist Guild is the one that we went to, and the ferry is right there. So while we are waiting for that, I'll continue with your new adventurer gear. You see the smith, and there's a series of, I think, like 6 little instances that you do, and they teach you how to play your role, to know the job or class that you are. Like for me, it was a healer, so I had to heal and dodge and help the NPC group. And I got the gear. And also, there's a ring that you get at the last thing that it's an awesome ring. It gives you plus 30% experience, no matter if you're warrior or if you are caster. And you can wear that with every class. And the one thing I haven't said, or if I have, I don't recall saying it, is you can be every job, every class on one character. I'm pretty sure I said that once. But so that ring will come in handy at least 20 more times for you. So getting that new adventurer gear is well worth it. So now we're in Ulda, and this is the person that you talk to to be able to dye your clothes, the ones that are dyeable, and to be able to glamour your outfits to look like different outfits. And that's a big deal, meaning if you can't stand the way your gear looks, you're not stuck with how it looks. It could have the greatest stats, and you're super happy with the stats that it gives you, but how it looks could be another story. So basically, we're taking the quest and completing the quests. I'm showing you right here how to complete both of those quests. The second one with the glamours, you actually just go into this little tavern, you speak to this woman, and then you go back to the woman who gave you the quest. It's very important in this game, going back to the new adventurer gear, to know your role. Never run before the tank. The tank is the person who is built to take the hits. They're the one who has the gear that enables them to do that. They have the moves that can take the aggression or the aggro away from everybody. Let them do their and be what they need to be. If you're a DPS, then stand behind the tank. If you're a healer, don't think that you're going to out damage or even do a decent amount of damage in this game, especially in the beginning. But, a healer is a healer. You're supposed to be healing and adding some sort of support, Yeah, you can put dots on the monsters, the mobs, whatever. I'm showing you here, by the way, that there's orange juice. In case you don't have it, you can buy it right there. Here is in Limsa area where you go to open up your next dungeon. The quest is called It's Probably Pirates. But anyway, the moral of the story is this smith right here is so beneficial to learn your role and to get the gear and to get that awesome ring that gives you plus 30% experience for everything. It's definitely worth going and doing. And I think she tells you right there about him again, just in case you missed. And, they're in almost every location, every major city, and near the beginning of every dungeon that you would go and open up. So now we're running over to Satasha, however it's called. It's the very first dungeon everyone opens up. Typically it opens at level 15. She's higher level than that right now. Depending on how much you quest, how many things you kill, and how many of the side missions you do will dictate, when these things open up. It's never a level. It's all about where you're at in the main storyline. What dictates your, when you do your first trial, that dictates, Ifrit dictates when you join a grand company, which dictates when you get your first mount, your chocobo, your grand company chocobo. You can't ride on a mount until you've killed Ifrit in the trials and until you've joined a grand company. So don't let anyone tell you, it has to do with levels, it has to do with storyline. This is Pixie Willows. Have a great day.